I'm Dave, host of Gen X Unchained on YouTube. I'd like to give a shout out to our new partner, Dubby, energy drink preferred by most gamers and content creators. If you'd like to try it out, go to dubby.gg and check them out.
Don't forget to use promo code GenXUnchained and save 10% on your order. Also, look me up on YouTube.
Oh. Oh yeah, t-shirts and hats and stuff. That market will never die. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would love if I had a little small 3D print farm. I would definitely, use like 2 or 3 machines to print out toys and take them and drop them off at St. Jude's or something like that. Because I'm that type of person. I'm a big St. Jude supporter because the way I look at it is like this: if we can't find a cure to cure all kids, then there's no reason to support a Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean? So it's got to have one to the other. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah. See, I'm not. Well, remember, hey, thank you. Hey, Spawn. Hold on, Ray. Spontaneous. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the heart. I really appreciate it, Spontaneous. Thank you so much. I'm just. Thank you, Spontaneous. No, you're fine. Yeah, yeah. Spontaneous is just blowing me up loud, and I love it. More than. Hope you're having a good day. I'm enjoying my last 3 days of vacation time. So I figured since I'm 3D printing a toothless, I've never done it. Uh, yeah, we do live in a crazy world. Uh, hey, uh, I speak in thumbs. Trust me, my thumbs are too fat for the keyboard too on any phone. So I speak thumbs. So I know what you were saying. but uh, but yeah, I mean, it is crazy, you know. Uh, on really, I kind of like really tell you the truth, Ray. I kind of step back from all that political stuff, and the reason is because my brain is already on overload to try to make enough money to get moved to Oklahoma so I could get the hell out of Illinois before they tax us so much that every a new. No, here that's not the craziest, Ray. That's not the craziest. You ready to hear this? You're not wrong, Spontaneous. You're not wrong. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you exactly how bullshit our governor is. Okay? And this live is 18 plus, so I can cuss. Don't nobody come down on me, please. But so check this out. We had just found out in the 8 years Jamie Pritzker, as I like to call him, Pat Boy, that he's been governor, $180 million of taxpayer money that could have went back in to help the Illinois debt and pension debt. He spent on his freaking Hyatt hotels, okay, $180 million of taxpayer dollars. went into the Hyatt hotels. That's his. Those are his, and his cousin, who was the CEO of the Hyatt hotels, just stepped down from being because he's about to get prosecuted for the e-files. And guess who? Guess whose name popped up in the e-files? The one and the only Whoopi Goldberg, okay, who sit there and try to defend it on The View and say it was all right, but yet you want to come down on everyone that's a Republican. And here's the thing. What really is crazy is this. Y'all tap that screen. Yes, please tap the screen. Thank you. Spontaneous. I always forget to say that, spontaneous. But please tap that screen. Show me some love. I appreciate it. But here's the one thing that everybody needs to realize. In 2006, the very first person, one of the very first people to roll on Epstein and report him to the cops is none other than our number 47, Donald J. Trump. He turned her in. Once he found. This is what happened. A worker for Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago got word of what was going on. Okay. Yes, here, take my card and grab some smokes. Yes, that's what prompted the email to Trump, and that's what prompted Trump to call the sheriff. And Trump was one of the first people to blow the whistle on Mr. E.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here in a second.
And you want to, right? So, well, here's the thing. Pam Bondi lied. Pam Bondi lied about one thing. Pam Bondi lied, and I don't mean to get political. I'm sorry, guys. This is not what this show's about. This is not the reason why I started going to live. This is not the reason why I went to live. Okay. I went live because I'm a creator, 3D printer. Sorry we got on this, guys. Sorry if you hate the fact that we're talking about this, but I'm going to end it up and shorten it right now. Okay? The one thing that everybody in America needs to realize is that they're using their smoke screens to try to divide us as Americans, to keep the race hate alive when there is no race hate. Obviously, if there was race, if we were such a hateful and racist country, tell me why there is more blacks in NFL, NBA, now starting to be in hockey, now starting to be in NASCAR, now starting to be, they have their own TV shows, they have their own movies, they have their own stuff, they have rap albums. These guys have been making money. And look, and here's how you know America is not racist. You ready for this, guys? Here we go. When football started becoming real big, nobody would have liked Refrigerator Perry or Walter Payton. Nobody would have liked the bus. Nobody would have liked all these players. Ken Griffey Jr., his dad, Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonds, Bo Jackson, one of my favorite baseball players of all time. You know, he did everything. He did racing in IndyCar. He did Nike commercials. He did baseball, tennis, football, hockey. Bo knows. Okay, you don't know anything unless Bo knows. Okay, we love these people, man. These guys are the leaders that we looked up to as children. Yes, remaking of classic movies, I think, is dumb. I mean, some of them do need redone. I don't know who watched the new Running Man. I have not been able to bring myself to watch it. Okay, I have not been able to bring myself to watch the Running Man, the new one. Okay, because I'm such a big fan of the original. You know, um, but the remaking of old movies, I swear to God, this is why I don't watch TV. This is why I don't get, up for, because next thing you know, when Sly passes away, when Sylvester Stallone passes away, right? Somebody's going to want to try to redo Rambo. Somebody's going to want to try to redo Rocky. And they're going to mess it up. They're going to screw it up so bad. Oh, the Disney movies, I wrote Disney off when I was a kid. I knew they were pedophiles since I was a kid. Okay? I knew Disney was. I was raised, okay, I'm Gen X, okay? So I was born in 19. Hold on. I know. Listen, Ray, this is, you take, my thing is this right here. This is my thing right here. The way I was raised was this. I was raised in a multicultural neighborhood. I was raised around black. I was raised around Asian. I was raised around my family who is Native American. I was taught, and if I didn't live this way, I was beat, okay, as a child. So if you didn't judge person by character and not by the color of their skin, you were a lowlife, okay? And that's the way I was raised, okay? Look at my skin, okay? That means nothing. We all bleed red, okay? We're all brothers. And that's just the way we're all brothers and sisters, and that's the way I look at it, you know. And I love everybody equally, unless you're North Korea, okay. Right. All right. Spontaneous. Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. If, well, see, that's the thing. Actually, that's not even Obama, bro. That started all the way back down. We could go all the way back to, nope, we could go all the way back. Dude, we could go all the way back to where it started during Lyndon B. Johnson when he had JFK killed. When, when Lyndon B. Johnson and J. Edgar Hoover, you know what I did in the 90s? You know what I did in the 90s, bro? I missed school on days the Chicago Bulls were playing. Okay, I skipped school just to watch my dude Michael Jordan throw a jump from free throw line to dunk all over everybody. I still to this day I love Michael Jordan. I don't idolize him, but I love him. He's a good man. He's a humanitarian. He's a man of not so many words. And when he does speak, people listen. You know what I'm saying? It's MJ, buddy. And Spontaneous, you are right. You're correct. So check this out. Spontaneous made a great point. He said, Spontaneous said, my dad was racist as hell until my sister married a black man and they had their oldest daughter. Hold on. Had their oldest daughter, which would we would have never known that unless Spontaneous told us. And now his dad loves the son-in-laws, loves the grandbaby. See, all it takes is love. That's all it takes is love, man. You know? Or an Asian, or you know, yeah, exactly. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's beautiful, spontaneous. Spontaneous, that is very beautiful. Exactly. Yeah, and see, that's what happens. The yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Bob Marley was the man, you know, and his yeah. Oh, he dude, I'm telling you, I got almost every single album of his, you know, and right. Yeah, exactly. You know, you don't see. This is why I say America is not as racist as the Democratic Party likes to make you believe. And it all started back during Lyndon B. Johnson. And let me explain. Let me go. Well, for yeah, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you think I'm going to tell you this right now, I'm just going to say this, and then I'm done talking about politics. You go all the way back to JFK and Lyndon B. Johnson. When Lyndon B. Johnson and J. Edgar Hoover teamed up to kill JFK so they could go to war over Vietnam, okay? JFK was the last Democrat that cared about the First and Second Amendment. It's all documented proof, okay? Now, when they killed the man for no reason, okay, well, they did it. Lyndon B. Johnson, shortly after that, said these words: I will have those blanking people voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And we will do it with lies. And we will do it with free stuff. Yeah, and free stuff. And that's how it all got twisted and contorted. But if everybody goes further back to Abraham Lincoln, there was two black guys and Abraham Lincoln that created the Republican Party. And the first 6 Republican senators were all black. Okay, so yeah, yeah, that it was that and the fact that he did not want to go to war with Vietnam, and he definitely did not want the mafia to have any leverage in with the CIA, and that's the reason for the Russian-Cuban blockade. And it blocked off so much money for the CIA and the mafia that, and not only that, but JFK's father, a lot of people don't know this either. JFK's father made promises to the mafia, especially the Chicago outfit, that the RICO cases and stuff like that that they were going to press on the mafia was going to stop. Well, that never happened. So once the Russian blockade happened, the mafia had to leave Cuba, okay, and come back and leave all their money and their illegal gambling and everything else down there. And that also blocked the CIA from transporting in cocaine to the lower class neighborhoods under, for that stuff. You know, so once all that happened, so what else better to do? Assassinate a sitting president. We'll go to war. The war will be everybody will be focused on. We can flood the bad neighborhoods with all these drugs, and the mafia could go scot free. And the reason why I say the mafia is involved with this is because tell me why J. Edgar Hoover, the head of the FBI, sat in a congressional hearing and sat there and said he would not declare the mafia as an illegal organization and outfit, and he would not press charges on them when the first RICO cases were starting to come out, and he would not declare them as a criminal organization because he was making money hand over fist at the racetracks, at the dog tracks, and the horse tracks by making bets through the mafia. And a lot of people don't realize that because not a lot of people has taken that time to go do actual real research. You know, but I'm done with race. I'm done with politics. Let's move on. So, what's up, Alamo? I don't have a bit. Well, this I can't. Not with this machine. I can't do Halloween mask because this machine does not like to do supports. I hate this machine. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can't make a mask without supports because it'll end up collapsing. I've tried. I have completely tried. Other stuff I've done with supports has really bad edge lines. It's really bad. So this machine, I really hate this machine. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Let's just say that. I hate it. I mean, I love my machine, but I love to hate it. Yeah, it's spontaneous. I have. You could ask Moken, who's been in lives with me for 3 weekends straight, Saturday and Sunday. I'm talking 10 hours both days, trying to level this machine to a point to where I can finally build something with supports. And 3 weekends in a row, 6 days, 10 hours per day. And I went to YT school. I've had other people who have Elegoo's that has Neptune 4 Pros try to help me do some reconfiguration in the settings and everything else. No, for some reason, it'll build up so high. And then when the nozzle goes to move to the other side of the bed, you know, it will smack the support. It won't. Oh, excuse me. It will not clear. It's like the nozzle don't raise up high enough to clear over all the supports. It just keeps smacking them and it breaks them. It don't do that to the print, but it only does that to. Why am I being restricted? Why am I being? Why? Oh, because I don't like this machine? They got to get over this. All right, DK. Okay, well, no matter what I do, I've tried to level it. I've tried to do my, I don't know what to do. Yeah, because I got 2 restrictions put on me. No, I don't want to restart the live because they're both 9 minutes. I don't even know what I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's my streams are always 18 up. So I don't know why they. Oh, okay. 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 Yes. HATE. Yeah, that is, look, that's the blocking of freedom of speech of the internet. And that's what I hate. That's a lot of them, you know. No, it's YT, it's F, it's the Book of Faces, is it's the Gram of Instant, you know, it's all of them, dude. And it's like, really, you're gonna block my freedom of speech? Like, I'm not talking about I blank somebody on here. I'm talking about my machine. I mean, I could, you know, do that. What is it? Uh, I could sit there and put it in an appeal, but it's only 9 minutes. So why should I appeal something that's only going to last 9 minutes? Hey, thanks, spontaneous man. I appreciate. Trust me, I really do. Uh, but yeah, I mean, this machine, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it just came from the factory messed up and they just didn't realize it because they only test one out of 100 machines. One out of every 100 that comes off this factory line is what they test. They put together, they test it, make sure it works, and moving on out. Thanks for the awesome cat, bro. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah, so I mean, I don't like the fact that I can't get it figured out. I've leveled the bed. I undid the knobs on the bottom and raised the bed all the way up, and then started leveling it out. You know, and I got it level. I thought, well, I just had to do another level yesterday or the day before, but I've done leveling on it. I've tried to run stuff with supports. I cannot get it figured out. I can't get it tweaked. It's like trying to fix a car. You know that the starter's bad, but it's too damn cold to be outside underneath the car to put a starter in the middle of frigid cold weather. You know, so it's kind of like damned if I do and damned if I don't. Oh, there's clips on Maker World. Wait, whoa, spontaneous. You said there's clips on Maker World that holds the knobs in place once I get it leveled. See, I'm only 2 years. I'm a 2 year rookie at 3D printing. I know nothing. You guys are teaching me more than I've ever learned. You know, people like RC Man, uh, DK, Axes, you know, all Twisted Transistor, Lamar Laboratories. All these guys have taught me so much more than what I knew a month ago about 3D printing. When it came to me, when I started meeting these guys like you, Spontaneous, and RC, and everyone else, DK, and everyone else in the 3D print world, the one question always got to me was like, well, why do you do what you do? I thought it was plug and play. You know, you plug it in, you put it together, you play with it. Boom, you know, everything's going to work itself out fine. No, I found out it's more in depth than just plug and play. You know, and once I learned that and taught myself that, got my brain out of that gutter or plug and play, that's when I learned that uh, that there's more in depth. There's more detail to 3D printing than what I've ever thought in life. You know, and all these people that I've come across with these little mini farms, they got 5 to 10 printers in their garages. I'm so jealous of every single one of you guys. So jealous of every single one of you guys. RC, I'm jealous of you. DK, Spontaneous, everybody who has better 3D printers than me and have multiple of them, I'm jealous. Okay, so I'm gonna put it out there. I'm jealous. I'm not. I I don't want to go as far as say as I envy you guys because you guys got multicolor printers, you got base printers, you guys are doing all this stuff. I'm so far behind the 8 ball, it makes me want to cry. It's just the way it is. I know somewhat. I know it's spontaneous. I'm still doing it. I'm still cranking it out, guys. I'm still doing it. I haven't gave it up. I have not taken this out, taken this machine out, and throw it out in the middle of the highway and let an 18-wheeler run it over. I haven't done that yet. I'm still doing it. And I've printed a lot of cool stuff. Ray has got one of my things. I made him a Harley Davidson sign. Moken, show that Xbox light that I made you. This is my favorite and my best work of art ever is the Xbox light that I made. Look at that Xbox light now. Shut it off, Moken. Turn it off. Look, see, and it glows when it turns off. The green glows. That is my favorite. I've only made 2 of them. I made one for him. I made me one. I got mine on my Xbox right now. It's lit up. That is my favorite thing that I've ever made. You know, that is my greatest creation from a 3D printer is that light. But yeah, I mean, I love 3D printing. I haven't given up. I haven't quit. As many times as I've banged my head up against a brick wall over this thing, I have not quit, and I'm not going to quit. Eventually, one day, I'll have enough money. Here's what's going on, guys, just so everybody is aware of. My life is not the greatest, and a lot of people's lives is the same. It's not the greatest. My wife is disabled. Ray and Moken both in here know me well enough to vouch for that. RC, be safe, man. You're welcome back anytime. My wife is disabled. She became disabled 2 years ago. We're going through a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm the only one working paying bills. I'm the only one trying to keep us afloat, keep my head above water. And I do things like this, like 3D printing and some podcast shows and live stream my video games to get my mind off of what's going on. You know, but when I do, someday I will. One day I will have enough money where I can buy a couple Bamboo A1s, where I could really do some really cool, neat stuff. I really want to get into it really deep. And the reason is because I love this stuff. This stuff has been the most coolest shit I've ever done. And I never even thought I'd ever have a 3D printer machine, you know, but you hit the lottery. I better never see you again or hear from you again. You better be living your best life on a, no, what I'm saying is I'd rather see you call me on a beach underneath a palm tree and a hammock with a coconut drink. That's what I want to see. I told my wife, and I'll tell you guys this: if I ever won the lotto, I'd take, and I'm talking about multi-millions, 100 millions, 10 of my best friends, 10 of my closest people who have always been supportive, like you, Ray, Moken. Each one of you guys would get $1 million tax-free. My ass is going to Rio de Janeiro, and I'm never coming back. Okay, and that's just the way it is, you know. Yes, exactly, exactly, spontaneous. I wouldn't tell anybody, but there'll be signs, you know, like my house looking like Castle Grayskull, Knight Rider. I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. No, I've always said if I did win the lotto, I'd be frugal. And how frugal